When people ask why, like, how am I still single? Because then they always say, you're so good, you're so great, you're so wonderful. Not for me, though. That's okay.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
And we were interrupted in the middle of talking and eating, and he said, hey, Mia Khalifa, can I get a picture with you? And I looked up at him and I'm like, no, we're eating. And I said it just like that. Like it was a rude way, but it was also very rude for him to come up while someone was actively in the middle of a conversation. And after I said that, his girlfriend, who was standing next to him, grabbed him by the arm and said, I told you that wasn't her. There's not enough on her face. Let's go, babe.
I love that self-satisfied little smirk he has. It's the kind of look that men get when they don't realize they're wildly embarrassing themselves. Not to mention positioning themselves further and further away from the opportunity to ever interact with a real-life human vagina.
Hello there once again, it's your old pal Locke the Bounty Hunter, and on today's very special episode, we're gonna watch a delusional copper top as she drinks a piping hot cup of copium while trying to lecture us on why manosphere podcasts are somehow bad for us. We got ourselves a front row seat to the parade of delusion, gentlemen and gents. We're gonna celebrate our dignity as we watch this redhead completely decimate what little she has left. So let's not waste any time and dive right in, shall we?
I don't know how this dude and these fresh and fit ding-dongs and all these sad little podcast bros are out here positioning themselves as high-value men who are relationship experts.
Ding-dong? Lady, the Locke the Bounty Hunter program prides itself in being family-friendly, so I'm gonna kindly remind you to watch your mouth. Second, I don't ever recall fresh and fit, man talk, or any of the other quote-unquote podcast bros ever referring to themselves as relationship experts. We graciously allow you to take the moniker of a relationship expert. After all, you're over the age of 35, probably divorced twice, and have a body count that would make John Rambo question his life choices. And you're most likely the mother of 3 to 5 children by no less than 2 separate baby daddies. Every single relationship you've ever been in most likely failed in spectacular fashion thanks to your bitter resentment that your partner wasn't Chad and or Tyrone. Because you know what not to do and know how to record yourself on your crappy phone camera, you fancy yourself as a relationship expert. And lady, I hate to break it to you, but basing a coaching system based entirely on your failures as a human being is probably the most embarrassing thing you could do to yourself. It's absolutely wonderful to watch. Keep going, please.
They're a bunch of like 35-year-old dudes who are unmarried, have never been able to sustain a successful relationship.
Hey.
Oh, that is just precious. Hello, Pot. My name is Kettle. Lady, you couldn't hide your bitterness if you tried.
And they're out here inviting these young girls, at least 10 years younger than them, on podcasts so that they can hope to maybe get a crumb of sexual interest from them.
One thing that I find just absolutely hilarious is the fact that if she got invited onto Fresh and Fit, she would be wearing the skimpiest outfit she could find that would expose what little cleavage she had. She would be wearing at least 5.5 pounds of industrial grade makeup in hopes that these filthy rich successful men would show a teeny tiny little bit of sexual interest in her.
I know it, your family knows it. Dogs know it.
Because she's well past her prime and her ovaries are mostly crystallized boxed wine particles and dust, her only recourse is to project her insecurities onto other people.
Shut your dirty little mouth!
This idea that women are sexual gatekeepers is so old. We're talking like add up the ages of at least 10 of Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends old.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And it's also not very alpha of you, my dogs. Are you saying you can't control your own destiny? Are you saying you can't make the bitches bow down at your feet and beg for it, my dude? Sounds pretty beta.
And with that statement alone, we already know that Red here has never seen a full episode of a Manosphere podcast in her entire life. She just wastes her time mindlessly scrolling through TikTok, hoping to find 30-second snippets of clickbait highlights, and use that to assume that all Manosphere podcasts are hosted by nothing but a bunch of dude bros who like to play grab ass in the shower after football practice. This poor attempt at an insult just proves that her best years are behind her, and she can't stand the idea that our best years are just beginning. Gentlemen and gents, if you ever need a reminder that we are winning, you need not look any further than this dried out fire crotch.
And as for the young women in this clip agreeing that women control access to sex, I totally get it. It's likely because of two reasons. One is that they've been socialized in this patriarchal environment I'm talking about, where they've been taught that their role is to grant or deny access to sex and not be empowered to go out and explore their own sexual desires.
And I would like to end today's video with a little game I like to call, What is the Patriarchy? Step right up and take your best stab at this multiple choice question as we try to figure out what in the HE double hockey sticks is the patriarchy. Is the patriarchy A, an insanely dangerous chili challenge compliments of Bob's Diner outside of Pig's Knuckle, Arkansas? B, a regional franchise of used golf club stores? C, an obscure religion involving bastardization of geometric principles? Or D, a used 1996 Toyota Tercel? Or is it E?
It sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
Gentlemen and gents, I would love to know your interpretation of the patriarchy down in the comments section down below. Give me your best answers. Just go nuts with it because nobody knows what the patriarchy is. And as always, if you find my particular brand of humor bringing you to the brink of laughter, why don't you scroll on down and click that like and subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's go ahead and give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. Thanks a lot for checking out the new video, and until next time, peace out, homies.